Alright guys, it's now November 1st. It's about just shy of 11 o'clock in the morning. Got the charity car there for the Cars for Christmas. I'm going to get the fleet here shuffled around so we can get some more working room for this little red Accord. And the guys are going to start showing up here soon, and I'll give you a rundown of what we're going to do to this car that we know needs to be addressed right now. There's probably going to be other issues that we'll discover, you know, as we work on the car. But this is where we're at right now. There's something wrong with the ignition switch. You turn the ignition switch under the column, it buzzes, and every once in a while it'll fire the starter off, but it's literally like every once in a while. I ended up having to get a piece of wire. Probably can't see that, but the relay post on the starter is right there. So just reached underneath the intake manifold with the wire, connected it there, tapped it on the positive terminal here, fired right over. And that's a brand new battery I put in yesterday. So leads me to believe that there's something in line. I talked to Eric about it. He's of a similar mindset. He thinks it might be the ignition itself or the ELD. Given the fact that it runs fine outside of that one issue, I don't know that it's the ELD. The things that need to get done to it: brakes and an oil change for sure. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Right there's nothing left. That is metal to metal. So we're going to do pads and rotors up front. Back here, the rotors aren't spectacular, but they're not horrible either. They're fairly smooth to the touch, but the pads don't have much left on them. And I'm feeling some sort of a vibration off of this side that I think is also related to the pad. I'm not sure though. It'd be hard to tell for sure until we get everything apart and changed over, take it for a test drive. The other thing is, this car is filthy. Like, there's trash everywhere. That's just up here. Let me get the trunk popped open here. Show you how they just stuffed crap everywhere. There's stuff in all of the center console. Beer, tons of beer. This is not sponsored by Budweiser. So yeah, throw all this crap away, clean it out, wash the car off. It's been in an accident. That's all Bondo. Hear that? So most of this quarter here is Bondo. Don't really care about it. Not gonna do much in terms of making the outside look nice. We'll wash it out and that's about it. Outside of that, it's a matter of making this car mechanically sound so we can give it to somebody that for them it'll be the tool to make their life better, and they're gonna have to do the groundwork after that. You know, we'll do the work to give them a good working tool to better their life. They're gonna have to use that tool to better their life. Well guys, I just pulled the VTEC solenoid out. See how flat that is. That's been through a lot of heat cycles, a lot of high heat. Had a hard time getting it out. Screen's starting to separate. There's a little bit of debris in there. Not horrible. This is the good thing about engines with VTEC though. You pop the VTEC solenoid and look at the screen, kind of get an idea on the health of the engine just from that guy. And then there's still oil in here. Pour that out on a towel. I don't see any sparklies in there. Oil is a decent amber color. It's not horrible. We're going to change that anyway. Yeah, not bad. I've got a new solenoid gasket right here. We'll get this guy cleaned up here. We'll slap that in. We'll put that back. That's the first thing we're getting done here.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, we're cranking on it. This is Nick. Oh, hold on. This is detail. There, now you can see him. There's Nick.
Yo.
He's working on the front brakes. Chris is here doing diagnostics.
What's up?
Starting on the our ignition problem here.
Ignition, yep.
And we're pushing all kinds of brake fluid out the master.
Oh boy. Really?
Yeah. It's a waterfall.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Nice.
That is pretty dark.
Dang,
I'm glad
all I did was compress the pistons.
It's all right. We got to flush it out anyway. I got a bleeder. We'll suck it all through.
Fair enough.
All right. Back to time lapse. All right, guys. GoPro's died in the middle of the time lapse, but we got quite a bit done here. Nick nailed the brakes. The rears, since it's rear disc with the parking brake caliper, you have to rotate the piston back in. And I don't have one of those tools, so we had to make do with what we had. Took a bit, but we got it. So the rears are done, fronts are done. Chris ran off to the junkyard. He's going to look for an ignition switch because we figured out that's the electrical gremlin. He figured it out. So that switch right there. We pulled it apart, and here it is, actually right here. The contacts inside here are actually burnt and worn to the point that the brass piece in there has actually got a hole working on through on it. So he went to the junkyard to get another one of those because we don't have time to get a brand new replacement from Honda, and apparently they're, you know, more money than I want to put into stuff. There's Chris right there. So got that. He says he found a new shift selector handle and a new mirror, so we're gonna get this straightened out and back at it. All right, guys, we're going on a short little test drive here. I hand that to you.
Yep. Just keep it in the run position too.
Should I shut it off?
Just shut it, turn it back
back.
on, like, and then turn it on. So I'm going through doing a diagnostics on this Accord. The codes we had before were related to O2 sensors and ABS on a speed sensor. So I'm trying to see where that's going. We got the check engine light on again, but it looks like the ABS is off. We think it was more of a voltage issue because we got a new battery put in it. This thing had loaded some voltage issues before, but we're still having the same code for the O2 sensors, so we're probably gonna have to change those out. I checked the fuses, all of those worked, but we'll see what it has here. So we got O2, and now we even have NOx sensor, no signal. knock sensor.
Knock sensor?
Yep.
That's probably from no fuel. Bad fuel.
Yeah. So hold on real quick.
Let's put 4 gallons in it.
I'm gonna clear this out real quick. I think that did it. So turn it off. And now turn it. Now go ahead and do your thing. Oh, shoot. Well, let's run it again. So what we did, we had to change out the shifter because the button wasn't working.
It was missing.
It was missing. So I found one in the junkyard. The reason why this thing didn't start was because the ignition switch was bad, which is common for these Hondas. What else did we do? Oh, a mirror. We got a mirror.
And then I broke it.
And then Josh broke it. But it's way better than what it was.
We had to switch the mount that the glass was actually in.
Yep.
And I actually had the glass, like the last little bit of glue.
I think you looked up.
Yeah. That was all it took. But still, even then, this mirror is in 1,000 times better shape than the other one was, because
That's the mirror.
it was spider cracked so bad before.
Yeah, it was bad. You couldn't see out of it.